We will taking the words from first canto, 8th chapter, and prayers of Kunti Maharani. Today the verse number. Manye tvam kalam ishanam anadi nidinam vibhu samam charantam sarvatra bhutanam yanmitha kalihi. Manye tvam kalam ishanam anadi nidinam vibhu samam charantam sarvatra bhutanam yanmitha kalihi. Manye tvam kalam ishanam anadi nidinam vibhu samam charantam sarvatra bhutanam yanmitha kalihi. Part 2 translation. Manye, I consider from your lordship kalam, the eternal time, isanam, supreme lord, anadi nidhanam, without beginning and end, vibham, all pervading, samam, fully merciful, charantam, distributing, sarvatra, everywhere, tanam, the living beings, yat mitha, by intercourse, kali, dissensions. My lord, I consider your lordship to be eternal time, supreme controller, without beginning and end, the all pervasive one. In distributing your mercy, you are equal to everyone. The dissensions between living beings are due to social intercourse. Purport. Kunti Devi knew that Krishna was neither her nephew nor an ordinary family member of her paternal house. She knew perfectly well that Krishna is the primeval Lord who lives in everyone's heart, super soul Paramatma. Another name of Paramatma feature of the Lord is called eternal time. Eternal time is the witness of all our actions, good and bad, and thus resultant reactions are destined. It is no use saying that we do not know why and for what we have suffered. We have forget the misdeed for which we may suffer at this present moment. But we must remember that Paramatma is a constant companion, and therefore he knows everything, past, present, future. And because the Paramatma feature of the Lord Krishna destines all actions and reactions, he is the supreme controller also. Without his sanction, not a blade of grass can move. The living beings are given freedom as they deserve, and misuse of that freedom is the cause of suffering. The devotees of the Lord do not misuse their freedom, and therefore they are the good sons of the Lord. Others who misuse freedom are put into miseries destined by the eternal Kal. Kal offers the conditioned soul both happiness and miseries. It is all predestined by eternal time. As we have miseries uncalled for, so we have happiness also. For they are all predestined by time. No one is therefore either an enemy or friend of them. Everyone is suffering and enjoying the result of destiny. This destiny is made by the living beings in course of society. Everyone here wants to lord it from a future. Thus everyone creates his own destiny under the supervision of the Supreme. He is all pervading and therefore he can see everyone's actions. Because the Lord has no beginning or end, he is also the eternal. Om Ajnanatimmirandasya Jnanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Bhutala Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavascha Sri Rupam Sagra Jatam Sahagana Rathnathanvitam Sajeev Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padang Sahagana Sri Vishakha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Stute तप्त कांचन गौरांगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभयश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूत श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी शांति दीक्षित Hare Krishna. So I welcome everyone for this Bhagavatam class. And first of all, I'd like to thank Prabhuji, Sarat Chandra Prabhuji, I think, for inviting me for the class. So I think 6 months before I gave the class to this audience. So what is the progress after 6 months?
Hare, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
That continuously
That
Bhagavatam is going
continuously
to
Bhagavatam is going
coming online without
coming
any fail.
online without any fail. Hare
So they
Bol.
are stable,
They
sustained.
are
They are
stable,
fully
sustained.
dedicated.
They are stable. You have sustained the onslaught of Corona. Very. So this verse is very much important and relevant for all of us. So in this, Maharani Kunti is speaking about the different qualities of the Lord. And few of the qualities like his eternal time, his kalam, like Lord Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita, Kalo asmi lokshaya kritaya, time I am. So eternal time is Krishna only. And Krishna has two different ways of, he has those who are not devotees of the Lord, they see the fearful aspect of the Lord. But those who are the faithful, obedient sons, like Prabhupada says in the purport, obedient sons, they see the beautiful form of the Lord. So those who are atheistic, those who don't believe in the existence of God, they have to go through the dark or fearful aspect of the Lord. Like Lord had shown Virat Rupa, Bhagavad Gita, you can see, and Virat Rupa was very much fearful. And that Krishna is telling, time I have killed everyone. So no one is left except the Pandavas. So those who are not devotees of the Lord, they have to see miserable part and fearful aspect of the Lord. So Lord, then the Arjuna also asked Lord to show the better part, Chaturbhuja form. Then he said, so the Chaturbhuja, the sweetest form of the Dvij form, Syam Sundar. So the more we are in the atheistic mood or not believing in the God, not believing the existence of the God, not taking Krishna in our life, then we have to live in the fearful atmosphere. That what we can see nowadays society. People are very much fearful of many of the things. The small things we are very much fear. But the devotees amid all the situations, most fearest of the situation, fearless of the situations, they are not fear. And Those who are not devotees of the Lord, they are always fearful. Habit. So, so these are the two different forms. The fearful aspect is revealed, one who perceives the fearful aspect of the Lord only when he disbelieves in the existence of the Lord. But when he believes in the existence of the God, of Krishna, thinks that Krishna is always with me, all his fears are gone. So this is a very practical aspect in life. You can see if you are fearful, then see, okay, whether I'm believing in Krishna or not. Many a times when Prabhupada was there, used to have the my voice is clear. मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
Yes, yes, Prabhu, your voice.
Yes, yes, Prabhu, your voice. Should I speak in Hindi or English?
It's up to you,
It's
Prabhu.
up to you, Prabhu. Who is the
And
audience?
some of the devotees are saying
Some of
this
the devotees are
time.
saying South Indians, North Indians.
There are we have some
There
sound
are we have some sound
from the
from the English is better, I think.
yes, Prabhu.
Yes. So many a times Prabhupada used to say during the GBC meetings, looking at the eyes of the GBC, all the members, do you believe in Krishna? Do you believe that Krishna is here? Then they used to like soak up their life what Prabhupada is asking. Many times regular devotees also become fearful. So then we can see whether are we really believing in Krishna. Krishna is here. All protective nature, is all merciful. Whatever he will do, Maro bhi rakho bhi jaishat. Whatever he will do, it's benefit of himself. So the fear aspect only comes when there is disbelief or faith, lack of faith or doubt in the existence of the Supreme. But all the fear is gone. See that the hands of Krishna in all the aspects of life, everywhere. So this is the aspect of the Kal. Kal means Lokshaya Kida, the destructive potency of the Lord. And it is for those who don't believe in the existence of the Lord. But those who believe in the existence of God, for them, there is eternal Saswat, Param Dham, Paravyom, and Ayur Harti Vaipunsam Udyanastam Chayan. So, for those who do not believe in the existence of the God, Krishna, for them, each and every moment, they are just losing their lives. But those who are engaged in the devotional service of the Lord, Uttam Slok Varte are discussing and hearing Shravanam Kirtan of Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. For them, they are moving towards the Saswat Dham, toward the eternal position, Sat Chit Anand state. So the destructive potency and the destroying potency of the Lord acts only on those who are atheistic, but those who are faithful, for them, they are moving towards the eternal existence. So this is about the Kalam. And the Ishanam, the name of the Lord, the Supreme Lord, Ishanam, Anadi Nidhanam, without beginning and end. Lord doesn't have any beginning. So many people ask this question. God has created everyone and everything. Then who has created the God? So the answer is that person who has created the God, then he is the God. And he is not the God. So this is the only, because he doesn't have any beginning and it doesn't have any end. Vibhum, he is all pervading. It's not a single. Not a single space is there in the whole creation where the existence of Lord is known. Many a times, Prabhupada gives an example like of our body. Like in the body only, wherever we can touch, we can feel the sensation. If we touch at the top, then we can see, can feel that someone has touched me. And if someone touched at feet, then we feel that someone has any part of this body, if anyone touches, feel sensation due to the presence of the consciousness in the body. And why there is consciousness? Because there is soul. Similarly, the whole cosmic manifestation, Krishna is pervading through his energies. So it's like the body, like whenever someone touches us, we can feel someone is touched. Similarly, and one of the name of the Lord is Sarvavyapak. Sarvavyapak means what? He is everywhere. Paramatma, he is everywhere in the hearts of each and every living beings. Aniyam. Aniyam means that he is smaller than the smallest. He is existing everywhere. So not a place we can find that Lord is not. So once uh, Guruji was there and he had given an assignment to all his disciples that okay, I am distributing mangoes to all of you and you go and eat at a place where no one is there. So all the disciples went to different places. Someone went to the cave, someone went to the jungle, someone went to remote places and ate that mango. But one of the students doesn't eat that mango and came back with. So the teacher asked that why don't you eat? Why don't you find any place where no one is there? And the reply was of the student that there was not a single place where I was alone. Everywhere I was with. So this, then the teacher told, okay, now I learned that lesson. So not a single place is there where the Lord is not. This is what Vibhum means, that He is everywhere, present with everyone. Not a single place, wherever we will be, whether we are in Dubai, we are in India, Chennai, or Mumbai, or Delhi, Chandigarh, we are not alone. We are always Lord. So everyone having their own Lord. The one time, in one of the lectures, Radhanath Maharaj, all of us have our own Lord. So it's not like the Lord has expanded himself in different forms. So he has expanded for us also. For each one of us as having a Lord. Right? He has expanded himself in Ras Leela also. Ras Leela we can see that Krishna has expanded different forms. With each and every gopis there was Krishna. Similarly in Dwarka Leela we see that Krishna has expanded 16,108 forms. And that too, in Krishna book, Prabhupada is telling, that too according to the mood of that queen. It's not that all the forms were of the same nature. All the forms were of different natures. And that the nature who was deciding the mood the, of the queens. So Lord Krishna also says in Bhagavad, Ye yatha mam prapadyate dans tatha I expand I reciprocate according to person who worship me. This is personality. So Krishna is so much sensitive according to the mood of that person expand himself. Like those who are atheistic, they don't believe in the existence of God. So for them he expands himself. He makes them believe, okay, I don't exist. So this is the way of dealing of Krishna. So he is Vibhum, he is all pervading. Is Samam. Samam means he is equally merciful. In this Prabhupada has given many examples, and one of the prominent examples is of a judge. Judge, he is equal to everyone, but if a criminal comes, then judge give him punishment, and if a person who has done something good, he rewards also. And the judge is neutral. He awards according to work, according to the activities what that person has done. So it's not like if the criminal says this is partiality, that I have given the imprisonment, capital punishment, and that person has been rewarded. So it's the faulty decision, and judge is very much partial. It's not like that. The judge has awarded the capital punishment or the reward to any person according to the work they have done. And Lord Krishna loves everyone. It's not like it loves. Even to atheistic person also loves. And he gives lot of opportunity also so that he can transform his life and come back. Most prominent example is in the form of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is said most magnanimous incarnation of lot of incarnation of Lord, but Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the most magnanimous form. That's why Rupa Goswami has told Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prem Prabhate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya. He is so merciful that he descended himself in this age of Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga is the most fallen age. It's called the Iron Age. In this bhautik, this material world in itself is a good place to live. The condemned place. Those who have criminal mentality or independent mentality or whimsical mentality come to this material. But Krishna is so merciful that he cares for all of us. He comes in different yugas, that he says in Gita. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanirvati abhyuthanam dharmasya tadatmaham srijati. Come in different millenniums in order to reclaim the fallen souls, in order to establish the dharma and to kill the miscreants and to protect the faithful. The Lord is very much merciful and He comes even in this fallen age. So that's why Patita Pavana Hetava, in order to deliver fallen souls, this yuga, Krishna comes himself. He takes the mood of Srimati Radha, says Chaitanya. So, but still, so there is partiality also sometimes, according to Lord Krishna says, Samoham Sarvosva. For everyone, I am equal. But those who are fully dependent upon me, I take special care of. So again, the same principle, Yayathamam Prabhu. Feel that Krishna is my supreme protector and Krishna will protect me. Then we see that Krishna always protects us. And if we feel that, okay, I am the protector of myself, and I can protect myself, Krishna will say, okay, he can protect himself. So that is the way of dealing with Krishna. To the degree we give our hand to Krishna, to that degree Krishna takes our hand. So samam to everyone. Charantam distributes equally. Prabhupada gives an example of rains. Rains, the rainfall is equal to everyone. Rainfall is there at the hills also, forest also, at the different places. But vegetation comes according to fertility of that particular. The land is not fertile. Whatever rain will come, it will not have vegetation. If the land is very much fertile, then the vegetation comes out. So similarly, Lord is very much merciful and is equally distributing the mercy by sending his devotees, by giving his sermons in the form of Srimad, by distributing the holy names, by distributing prasadam. So he is equal to everyone in this particular sense. But those who have fertile lands, like those who have fertile hearts and pious in nature, they take up very much fast to this process of Krishna consciousness. And this we can see in our day-to-day and practical life. When we go out and preach, we meet different types of people. So someone they outrightly rejects just to go out from here, just wasting your time and you're wasting my time. You don't take care. Such type of people are called Duskritina. Lord Krishna says in Bhagavatam, Maya Pratad Jnana, they have lost intelligence due to the illusionary energy of the Lord, the lowest among fools. So those who are Duskriti, they don't take this process of Krishna consciousness. Their heart barren, their heart is not so much fertile. So one time Prabhupada went to France in Paris. There he started to give the lecture. But the people there, they outrightly will not hear from this Swami. He is very arrogant. And why he is sitting on this big chair? We are sitting down. He is sitting up. Such type of mentality, envious mentality, and they started to have foul languages for Prabhupada. And Prabhupada told, okay, will not give lecture here, prasadam distribution. So then he distributed the prasadam. So this is the way of transforming those who are impious to pious. So if they can't understand our philosophy, if they can't digest our philosophy of Krishna consciousness, then Prabhupada had said that give them prasada. They can't digest the philosophy, but they can digest the prasada. So this is what Prabhupada had done in his preaching in New York. He did the same way. He distributed lots of prasadam. When the people there, they took prasadam made by the pure devotee of the Lord, their hearts were transformed. So how to transform the Duskritana to Shrukitana is by distribution of the holy name and by distribution of the prasad. So that's why this Rath Yatra and Shobha Yatra and Sankirtan going out in the streets. So this makes impious person pious. And when they become pious, they have collected sufficient sukriti, then they are very much eligible to get the mercy of the Lord in the form of so, and those who are already pious, those are sukritana, arti, artharti, jigyasu, jnani, they are the sukritana people. Those who are already pious, when they see the process of Krishna consciousness, they are enlivened. And many of us have this realization in our life when we came in touch with Krishna consciousness, with devotees, with folks, with prasada, with temple. We're just enlivened. Okay, we were waiting for this. Like many of the disciples of Prabhupada, this realization. They used to tell that this is what we are searching for. We were searching for something deep and something like what's there after death, who am I, and who is the Supreme Personality. There are a lot of questions we are searching, but we are not able to get the answer. But when Swamiji came and Prabhupada came, we get all the answers and better person. Like Kirtan Maharaj one time he said, and after coming to Krishna consciousness, I became a better person. I become a better Christian. So this is what Krishna consciousness has does. This process of distribution. This process of distribution makes impious person pious, and those who are pious, when they take to the process of Krishna consciousness, they become devotees of. So this preaching is very much important. And this is our essence. Prabhupada has given 4 things. Purity the force, utility the principle, books are the basis, and then preaching is the essence. So these are more preaching. So wherever you are, we should try something to distribute and become an agent of that. And Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad that those who are my agents in the form of distributing this knowledge, they are the most uh, lovable. I love them most. For them, that person is very much dear to me. Those who distribute the science of Bhagavad. So this is one of the way of becoming dear to Krishna by distributing his mercy, becoming an agent of Krishna. So Krishna is Samam, equally merciful, he is Charantam, he distributes mercy to everyone. Where? He distributes mercy everywhere. And this is what Lord Chaitanya did. He not only preached to the human beings, he also distributed mercy to the animals. Even now, if you go to places there in Jharkhand, from where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was passing through the forest of Jharkhand to Vrindavan, he was in so much ecstasy that even the animals also joined his Sankirtan. Even the elephants, even tigers and deers, and all they had forgotten their envious nature towards each other. They started to jump, they started to laugh, they started to embrace each other. They were so much happy and blissful by in the association of the Lord and through his chanting of the pure holy names. So the Lord himself is chanting most pure names. So it transformed the animalistic nature of the animals also. So when we are dancing, so they had footprints. Even now, if you like to visit to Jharkhand or there is a place, devotees have also shared pictures of that particular place where the feet of different animals are there. Elephants' feet, tigers' feet, rabbits' feet, deer's feet. A series of stones, and on those stones, lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is also in the midst. It means what Lord has given and is distributing his mercy to the animals also, his plants and his trees and to everything. So he is merciful, is Charantam, is distributing, and where distributes everything. Bhutanam to all the living entities, Bhainte goods. So there is no problem in this life. The problem arises due to our own uh, wrong process of thinking and due to this word Prabhupada intercourse. Yet mitha kali. There is a lot of dissensions due to wrong perceptions about each other, a lot of expectation and communication gaps. We see a lot of relationship problems now because a lot of expectations and with each other, so many things at the mental level. So due to that, there is a lot of problems in the family life and society life. We see. So this is all due to the wrong notions and the wrong conceptions. There is a lot of dissensions. So it's not the Lord who is responsible for all our problems. Prabhupada is telling. Who is responsible for our problems? The person himself, his actions himself. That is the problem we are facing. It's not the Lord. Problem is the person who is having his own activities, wrong consciousness. This is all the game of consciousness. If you are lower consciousness, you are more distressed, we are anxiety, we are more fearful, fighting mood, angry mood. envious mood. See, all these types of moods basically reveals our lower state of consciousness. So the formula, what Prabhupada has is raise your consciousness. That is the only solution. All material problems have only one solution. It's Krishna consciousness. Few days back we had celebrated uh, Disappearance Day of Srila Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And he used to say this word that the whole world is lacking one thing. There is no lack of anything. The whole world is lacking only one thing. Is Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness there is no problem in that. And this is what we see. How devotees, even in the struggling phase, they are very much happy. Beginning days, if you see, uh, so many new people came, but they adjusted themselves. There was a lot of change in their culture. They were not used to have this chanting, this dressing, dhoti, kurta, sari, eating habits, and all those things. A lot of change. There was a lot of change in the culture, but all of them happily accepted. So there was no dissensions. This particular small rooms, they used to share the small room, the common toilet, and bathroom. They all used to share with happily. So all the dissension goes away when there is a state of consciousness called Krishna consciousness. Krishna is in the center. At the personal level also, if you have a lot of dissensions, envious nature, anger nature, this nature, that nature, if Krishna is there in the center in our consciousness, the consciousness is purified. If Krishna is not there, if we are there in the center in our consciousness, then our consciousness is polluted. This is what we see, that even becoming a regular devotee, many devotees are not satisfied. Then we have to see what is there in our consciousness, who is there in the center of our consciousness. If it's self-consciousness, it's a society of self-consciousness, or it's a society for Krishna consciousness. The root is the consciousness. So all these dissensions among each other and in us also, in us means all the frustrations and all those things is only when there is a consciousness. In that consciousness, if Krishna is absent, Krishna is present, and everything becomes streamlined. Desires, and when everything streamlined in us, then outside also, if Krishna is in the center, there is a problem. Krishna is not in the center, a lot of. And Prabhupada used to say that in UNO, United Nations Organization, every year the flags are increasing. That means what? Every year new countries are being made, fighting with each other. But what is real United Nations Organization is Krishna. Krishna is in the center. Whole world is peaceful. There's no. So the root of dissensions is consciousness, which is material consciousness. And due to material consciousness, when we interact with each other, then so this is what this verse is about. And Prabhupada in the purport is highlighting the point of freedom. All the living beings has been given us given this free will, and this free will, it is being used, properly used. And what is the proper use of this? Is to engage in the service of the Lord. Then we are in a blissful state. But if this free will is misused, used in a different direction, satisfying our false ego, material desires, then it will lead us to a lot of problems and miserable life. This freedom has been given so that we can love Krishna, so that we can serve Krishna. And if this freedom is being misused, problem. This is what he is saying. And Krishna has given us this freedom, so we should not misuse the right which he has given. If we are misusing a lot of problems is awaiting. But if we are using it for the service of a great opportunity, service. So this is what asked. Practical application, how to use freedom which has. Okay, so this was the verse. So any question you have, you can ask. Anything else you want to discuss?
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, any of you devotee have any? One second. Prabhu, there is a question in the comment box.
Not able to see the comment box.
Okay, I can. Human पैरों को बाकी अंगों.
Yeah.
I cannot understand what Prabhu. Human पैरों को छोटा क्यों माना गया है? बाकी अपने. No, I'm not getting his.
मीन्स पैरों को निम्न क्यों बोला गया है?
Okay.
किसको निम्न माना गया?
Varun Prabhu, can you read?
पैरों को जैसे निम्न या तुच्छ माना गया है.
पैरों को, legs.
जी प्रभु जी, पैरों को.
अच्छा, legs को क्यों माना? हाँ, मतलब क्यों माना गया है? क्योंकि अगर आपका पैर कट भी जाता है तो भी आप जीवित रहते हैं. हाथ कट जाता है तो भी आप जीवित रहते हैं. लेकिन आपका सर कट जाता है तो आप जीवित नहीं रह सकते. तो उस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से देखा जाए, लेकिन पैरों का बहुत महत्व है. भगवान में कोई भी चीज़ बनाई गई है तो ऐसा नहीं है कि उसका कोई वैल्यू नहीं है, वैल्यूलेस है, ऐसा नहीं है. पैरों का बहुत महत्व. अगर पैर ही नहीं रहेगा तो हम आगे चल कैसे पाएंगे, अलग अलग स्थानों में कहाँ जा पाएंगे. पूरे शरीर का जो बोझा है, पूरे शरीर का जो वेट है, वो कौन उठाता? हमारे पैर ही तो उठाते. सो जितना हम रेस्पेक्ट पैरों को देंगे. आपने एक बारहसिंगे की कहानी सुनी होगी बचपन में. सो एक बारहसिंगा था. बारहसिंगा आप समझते हैं, एक डियर था. डियर के सिंग थे, बहुत सुंदर थे. तो एक बार जल में वह पानी पी रहा था, तो उसने जल में अपने चेहरे को देखा, अपने सिंग को देखा. ही वॉज वेरी मच हैप्पी कि देखो मेरे कितने सुंदर सिंग हैं. हॉर्न्स जो है, सिंग है, बारहसिंगा उसको कहा जाता है, कितने सुंदर है. और अपने पैरों को देखा, ये पैर जो हैं कितने गंदे हैं ऐसे. फिर क्या हुआ, एक शिकारी आया और वो भागने लगा. भागते भागते क्या हुआ, उसका सिंग एक झाड़ में फंस गया और वो अपने सिंग के कारण अटक गया. अब वो कोसने लगा कि ये सिंग जो था वो मुझे फंसा चुका है, मेरे पैर नहीं मुझे बचाने के. सिमिलरली बॉडी के जितने भी पार्ट हैं सभी का अपना इम्पोर्टेंस है. इन सर का महत्व ज़्यादा है क्योंकि सर ही कंट्रोल करता है सब कुछ. हम सोचते हैं, बुद्धि है, ब्रेन है. अगर सर ही कट जाएगा तो फिर हम जी नहीं सकते. इसलिए इसका महत्व है. ओके.
Class. And we will looking forward your association. So
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Prabhu.
you very much.
So we pay our obeisances to all the Vaishnava devotees and end the session by your mercy.
Hare Krishna. Kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyo
Pavanam
Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo
Vaishnava Shri Radha Kunj Bihari Shri Gaurita ki jai Mithai Gaur. Thank you once again, NamPrem Prabhu. Thank you for the
Thank
time
you
and
very much.
association. Looking forward in the future as well.
Thank
Hare Krishna.